いけてるかな。いってるっぽいな。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。よし。さあ、やりますか。久しぶり。話覚えてっかな。わかんねえや。じゃあ、アガサ・クリスティの ABC 殺人事件やっていきます。45%。前回が、なんだっけ、ABC 殺人事件の B の事件まで終わったんだよね。で、C の事件が始まるっていうところで、ところからかな、今日は。スタートです。だよね。ほら、多分何も調べてないはず。チャプター3からだよね。はい。まずはこの辺りを調べていくという感じですね。はい、行ってきます。さあ、これ誰だ？死んでいるのは。はい。これまた鉄道のやつだよね。違う。
An ABC guide. The murderer's customary signature, covered in blood this time.
Okay. 次が
The gravel on the path has been sprayed with blood that covers a conical-shaped area, which starts at the body and becomes wider as it moves further from the bush. Sir Carmichael's throat was cut. It's a clean incision, a professional murder.
プロがやっているか。
The gravel on the path has...
違う、見たこれ。どこ？
Apart from the wound to the throat, the body is untouched. No cuts, no bruises.
OK。じゃあこっちを調べると。
Jap has emptied the victim's pockets and has laid out their contents on this piece of wax cloth.
持ち物ね。はい。これなんでしょう。指輪？
A signet ring, very probably with the Clark family's coat of arms.
はい。これ手帳かなんかかな。お財布か。お金入ってる。
Nothing appears to be missing from this wallet.
だから強盗じゃないよねっていう。まあでも強盗は今まで一回もないからね。はい。これが懐中時計か。
An oriental dragon. It's an old piece, much older than the pocket watch on which it was fastened.
で、これが鍵？キーケース。
It is pointless.
以上ですと。他に調べるところあるかな。
This place is very calming.
はい。草。はい。待って。合わない。どこ。合わないよ。これか。岩。なんか穴ある。ウサギの巣。
The site is exceptional. It is easy to imagine that Sir Carmichael used to enjoy stopping here every evening.
はい。ここあんまでも事件に関係ないんだよね、確かね。いつもね。
The body is just in front of a bush. One of the only bushes in the surrounding area.
なんか争った感じとかが特にないみたい。
The vegetation behind the bush has been trampled.
この
Let us
辺
now try and get our brain cells to
来
work.
た来た来た来た来た。殺害された時の位置。これ使うでしょ。低木の前。これか。うん、背中を向けていった。はい。
Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush when the killer cut the throat from behind. A fatal blow that sprayed blood over a range of more than 1 meter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
犯人の姿を見たかどうか。見てないんじゃないの？向けて一つ、これかな？そうだろうね。ちょっとわかんない。後ろからピッていかれたのね。
Have you finished, Poirot?
Chief Inspector, many questions remain unanswered, but I am certain of one thing.
計画的な犯行だよね。これまでもそうだよね。はい。
The killer has prepared his crime very carefully.
Quite right. He must have known Sir Carmichael's movements well to plan such an attack.
かなり物取りじゃないから暴力的な。
The murderer struck with terrible savagery.
Yes, blood flowed. It's the first time he's attacked a man. He armed himself
あ、そう
accordingly.
か。これま
Have
で
you
全部
spoken
物
to
だ
the
もんね。
victim's family, Chief Inspector?
I've spoken to the brother, Franklin Clark. I didn't get much out of him. He's yours. I must get the body removed.
次はどこ行けばいい？事情聴取。はい。
I had better go up to Comside.
ホームサイド。ホームサイドとは。ホームサイドってどこ？こっち？出ればいい？
To be honest, this inspector seems rather obtuse. I'm counting on your friend Poirot to catch my brother's murderer.
チャップ警部
Ah,
なんか
here he
ね
is now. Please, Mr. Poirot. Mr. Poirot, this is my brother's secretary, Miss Thora Gray.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Poirot.
Thora
Would you
Gray.
like some tea?
No, thank you, mademoiselle. I find it hard to digest.
さあ、お話を聞きましょうか。
It is not the right time.
あ、今やめておこう。はい、わかりました。まずは観察
Hastings
から。
does not like very hot tea. He's going to blow on his cup for a good while before drinking.
あ、ヘイスティングス。はい、
Everybody is absorbed in their cup of tea. Let us take advantage of the opportunity to observe them discreetly.
なるほど。みんな観察しろと。はい。
There is something very viril about him.
この人は、目どこ？この辺？下か。どこだ？あ、焼けた肌。この辺か？あ、ネクタイ。あとは、
There is something very viril about him.
肩。
Franklin Clark is an adventurer, the sort of man that women like.
このおじさんモテるの？
There is something elegant about her.
さあ、グレイさん。化粧。あ、こんにちは、初見。あ、初見さんどうもです。途中からですけど。こんにちは、こんにちは。コメントありがとう
She
ございま
has
す。
good taste, except perhaps in her choice of jewelry.
これ PC ゲーム、そう、PC ゲームだよ。
Please excuse me, I have to take care of Lady Clark.
Steam で買ったやつ。そうそうそう。よいしょ。
My brother's wife is gravely ill. You will probably want to question her, but I fear that it won't be possible today.
さあお話をしましょう。なんかさ、これ選択肢がわからねえな。まあちょっとこの辺
Of
をしよ
course, I understand.
理解し
Someone
ましょう。
set a trap for your brother. Who was familiar with his habits?
Everybody knew he took his evening walk at 8:30, and that he always followed the same path.
これは全員知ってると。集落の住人もどうなの、なんかあんまこういうこと言うとよくない。容疑者っていうのは言わない方がいいかな。
And did people of the village know Sir Carmichael's habits?
I don't know. It's possible.
What were you doing last night?
After dinner, I went to my bedroom. At 11 in the evening, the telephone rang. It was the police. I went to look for my brother.
好きな本なぜ。ああ、そっか。
Was it a dark night?
It was a new moon. I took a lantern.
So it was you who found the body.
Yes, along with the gardener.
よし
Have you seen any strangers around the house recently?
No. As far as I know, nobody has been near the house.
誰もいない。まあまあまあ。
Miss Clark.
Oh, Lady Clark must have fallen from her chair. I have to help Miss Grey get her up.
あら、話を遮られてしまったわ。
Hastings, while our host is gone, let's examine the drawing room.
But, Poirot, a gentleman shouldn't...
I take full responsibility.
やるしかない。
All you have to do is to leave the drawing room door ajar and let me know if anyone is coming.
さあやりますぞ。物色開始。
There are some very valuable objects here.
触れないと。
Are you keeping an eye out, Hastings?
ちゃんとやれよ。
Yes, yes. Come on, be quick, Poirot. It would be embarrassing if we got
あんた
caught.
あんたやるから。はい。
Sir Carmichael's collection could rival that of a major museum.
結構あるね。お、
The interior is richly decorated.
なんか日本のものっぽい絵だな。日本ではないか。この辺中国っぽい。何？木製の額。
Dragon. Sir Carmichael showed himself to be very consistent in his collection's
なる
theme.
ほど。竜が好きと。なるほど。はい。
It's locked.
鍵がかかっている。開けられないか。後で開けられるのかな。この辺かな。なんかギミック始まったか、これ。
Turtle, the dragon, the crane, and the tiger. I think I've already seen this motif somewhere.
亀、竜、鶴、虎。さっき見てないよ、俺。
The cardinal points.
あ
This
あ、
book could maybe help
これ
me.
か。これの通り並べる
Each
のか。
cardinal point is associated with one animal and one color. In the middle sits the imperial dragon,
中央
and
には
out of
黄
respect,
色の竜。
all the others are turned towards him.
ちょっと待ってね。
Each cardinal point is associated with one animal and one color.
血の霊
In
獣
the
と
middle
一
sits
つ
the
の色が
imperial
対する。
dragon,
中央には
and out
黄
of
色い竜。
respect, all the others are turned towards him.
青、赤、白、黒。この辺を使うんだろう。ああ、これ。これどうやって動かすん？なんだこれ。どうやって動かすこれ。回る？ああ、回りそう。回りそうだな。これは回すのか。 こうか。ちょっと待ってね。青、赤、白、黒で、待って。あれこれ以外ないか。下もある。下は開かない。あとは見えるところないのか。さっきのなんか絵みたいなやつなんかあったんだろうな、ヒント。色は色 OK じゃねえわ。赤が上で、赤が上？赤が上で、白。あれこれできてる？ほんでこれが向いてる？これでいいのか？こういう感じ？向いてるってなんだ？向いてる。はい。あ、違う。
Each cardinal point is associated with one animal and one color. In the middle sits the imperial dragon, and out of respect, all the others are turned towards him.
異形の念を示す。異形の念を示すってなんだ？この印じゃないの？逆？なんだ異形の念を示すって、どっち向きなのよ。あ、これ回るやんけ。あ、多分これだよな。
The position of each motif is correct, but they are not turned the same way as on the table.
向きが違う。これ？こうか、やっぱり。やっぱこっちか。これであるのか。
I think I heard a
あ、よ
bang.
し、聞こえた。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。
Could it be this cupboard?
よかったよかった。
This
あ、
is
痛い痛い痛い。
interesting.
オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。これで、まずは紙を。
Ernest Logan, MD, Brighton Cancer Institute, 201 Dusk Road, Brighton, Sussex. To Sir Carmichael Clark, MD, Comsite Churstone, Devon. Brighton, 1935, January the 5th.
科学者。
As a man of science, I owe it to you to be completely frank. Lady Clark, your wife is suffering from a generalized terminal cancer. I confess I didn't suspect anything like that during the first exams. But with the test results I have received today, there is unfortunately no place for doubt. I estimate that Lady Clark's life expectancy is no more than 1 year.
もっと1年。
Hospitalization would not help in her case,
入院して
so
も
I
ダメ。
advise you to keep her at home and provide her with as much morphine as required to ease her last moments.
モル
Yours
ヒネを適量
sincerely,
投与。
Ernest Logan.
安楽死的なことか。
These daggers are only ceremonial weapons. I do not think that the crime weapon is here.
Here's Miss Gray.
あ、帰ってくる。
Sorry to keep you waiting. Lady Clark's condition requires regular care. I believe you want to ask me a few questions.
Indeed, mademoiselle.
めっちゃが
This
っつり空い
porcelain
てる
is
けど、あっち
remarkable. Is it old?
It's about 3 centuries old, I believe. Wait, let me find the reference.
鑑定書がある。事情聴取。ちょっともう一回見てみようか。
She appears to be very flustered.
動揺している。目が開いてるね。
She's unable to hide her emotion, and her makeup has been disturbed.
キスされた
I
ば
think
かり
that this young woman
急
has
にどう
just
し
been
た
kissed.
急にどうしたなんだその決めつけは
Here? Teapot with Black Dragon, Gangshi period, end of the 17th century. It is a rare piece with unusual colors.
You have a good knowledge of art history.
Acquired while working with Sir Carmichael. I used to help him manage his collection and choose his new acquisitions.
これいきなり聞くのかさっきチューしてたからなちょっとこの辺から探りを置いてみよ
And
うか
sometimes he used to give you a piece as a gift. Is that right?
Gift? What do you mean?
わかんねえそこまでわかんないチャツボ
I am referring to the teapot with the black dragon from the Kangxi period.
But that's absurd. Sir Carmichael never gave me any such thing.
間違えたみたいだ
Have you seen any strangers hanging around in the past few days?
No. Nobody has been near Comside.
どの辺
What were you
アリバイ
doing yesterday evening at the time of the murder?
I was sleeping.
あ
I was woken by the telephone at 11. I heard Franklin Clark speaking with the gardener. They left with some lanterns and
はいはい、
they found the body.
ちょっとフランクリン卿ちょっと聞いてみようか
What are your feelings about Franklin Clark?
What an odd question. Of course I think he's a good man. He's energetic, nice, very sociable.
社交的まあそんなに
Miss Gray, if I may be so bold, please do not take offense. My friend has rather unusual methods, but all he wants is to find the
選
murderer.
択肢間違ったくせえな
Yes, I understand. I must rest. Please excuse me.
お前ちゃんと聞けなかったわ
Earlier, you asked me to watch the living room door for you. I don't wish to be indiscreet, but sometimes a gentleman stumbles upon a secret without intending to.
見ちゃったんだ
That is sometimes the case.
And I saw Franklin Clark kissing Miss Gray at the foot of the stairs.
してる
Do you think this is a common occurrence?
No, I saw emotion, intensity. I think it was their first
初めて
kiss.
Well done, mon ami. Well spotted.
急にか
However, I don't think I completely understand this business. Why did Sir Carmichael not defend himself? He appeared to have been active and strong.
The murderer did not give him a chance. Let us try and reconstruct the scene.
おお現場再現はい再現しましょ
Sir Clark is taking his
う
customary
散歩し
walk.
てます
A killer is hiding behind a bush.
なるほどここにいてまだですね待ちます
The old man walks quietly along the gravel path.
で眺めます
Then he turns towards the sea to gaze at it.
からの遅い何左からって左ってどっち右じゃないの
The killer leaves his hiding place on the right-hand
あそうだよ
side.
ねそうだよ
He
ね
approaches silently over the grass.
はいチュパン首を切る
Then he throws himself on his prey and cuts the poor man's throat. He then lays down the ABC before leaving.
こうですね
Everything appears to match the crime scene, Monsieur Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
OK さあ事件は再現できたが めちゃめちゃ赤いんだが。
Just a minute. I'm getting dressed.
こいつ犯人なの？めちゃめちゃ赤いけど。血ついてるよ。うわ、出た。
Mr. Kirst, have you recently returned from Churston?
Yes, indeed I have.
Have you seen the papers? And to think that you might have rubbed shoulders with the killer. Imagine that.
ああ、はいはいはい。
Mr. Kirst, are you alright? You don't seem well.
My apologies. My throat is burning and my head feels heavy. It's ever
Yeah,
since the
yeah,
war,
yeah.
you know.
いやいや、これ
Since my
狂気やん
injury,
け。
my head has never been the same.
なるほど。ついに犯人出てきたのか。これか。
Poirot, it's a pleasure to be with you again after all these years. I looked for a gift to thank you, and I found this propelling pencil.
An authentic collector's item. You spoil me, mon ami.
And you more so by sharing investigations.
Do not underestimate the help you are to me, Hastings. Intellect is not everything. There is also goodwill, and you are not short of that. Later, I will ask you to help me tidy up the room and bring some chairs. Our guest will be here soon.
Ah, is Thora Grey coming?
Naturally. She is a fascinating young woman, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, come on, Poirot. I'm a married man. Miss Grey has already been courted by Franklin Clark.
確かに。
Poirot, our guests will be here soon. We must prepare ourselves.
さあ、椅子の準備か。ああ、終わってるか。
I should take advantage of the silence to examine them.
観察を開始しましょう。変形可能なアイテムを手に入れました。インベントリ内のアイテムを選択し、アイコンをクリックして使用します。変形可能。変形可能。これ変形できるのこれ。どういうこと？ああ、ネジを取り出したってこと？あとはあ、はい。はいはい。なんかに使うのか、じゃあ。まあいいですね。ちょっと見てみよう。なんか変だぞ。あれ違う。なんか変だぞ。押せないぞ。出てんのに。あれはい。あれ違う。あれ押せない。まずい。なんかバグった？やばい。積んだかこれ。ちょっと待て。ああ、アイテム持ってたらダメなのか。
The song says, "Sometimes I love a blonde who comes from Eden by way of Sweden. But I am not sure that this blonde is an angel."
こっちね。はい。
Sometimes I love a brunette, sometimes I love a blonde. That's what the song says.
こいつら誰だっけ？忘れちゃったよ。これが、これ誰だっけ？
Donald is always on edge.
クマができています。力んだて。どこ
Leave me alone.
ちょっと待って、喋るな。 こっち？違う。どこだ？あれ？この辺だよな。あったあった。熊終わってるじゃん。
Leave me alone.
どこちょっと待って。どこ？いや、この辺でしょ。
Leave me alone.
ああ、ヒゲね。はい。
Donald Fraser is very nervous at the moment, even if he's trying hard to control himself.
はい。この女は
She appears to have taken more care with her appearance than the last time.
ドナルドを見つめる。イヤリング、ネックレス。
She's looking at Mr. Fraser out of the corner of her eye. Did she make herself beautiful for him?
ちょっと待って、思い出さないと。ドナルド・フレイザー、ベティ・バーナードの婚約者。これ B の事件のやつか。B の事件のやつだな。これは A の事件のやつだな。ジンジャーキャット、これも B のやつだったかな。アリス・アッシュ、これ A の事件だね。ミーガン、これも B の事件。フランツ・アッシャー、これは A の事件だな。なんだな。喋れんの？もう喋れない。喋れる。
I should take advantage.
観察終わったよ。まだある？再現。ちょっと待って。実績早く進んでくれ。イベント、こっちもか。
I ought to concentrate on my guests.
そうですか。こっちも。こっちは
Franklin Clark always seems at ease, regardless of where he is. Something that's unique to people who travel. I wish to thank you all for coming. I wanted to bring everyone close to the victims here in order to unmask the murderer.
Get to the point, Mr. Poirot. What do you want from us?
Again, dear girl, please be patient.
犯人は
Mr. Poirot, how dare you address me by my first name?
大丈夫です。
Please excuse me, mademoiselle. What I ask is that you search your memories. The murderer must have left some trace.
Yes, he must have prepared his crimes very carefully.
Tout à fait. He did not get to Bexhill at midnight in order to strangle a young girl whose name by chance starts with B.
Must we go into that?
まあ、それはそうだ。嫌だよね。
No, of course. Not if it makes you uncomfortable.
Come on, Mr. Poirot. I imagine we all feel terribly uncomfortable about these murders.
It's true. We've to catch the killer, not be spared the gory details.
それは
Mr.
確かに。
Fraser, please get a grip on yourself.
Well, I want to help you, but I don't remember anything else.
いや、まだあるで
Nothing
し
I
ょ。
haven't already said.
まだあるはずだ。
And you, Mademoiselle Barnard? Did your sister say if she was seeing another man?
She never would have told me.
ベティが何も言わなかった理由。ちょっと待ってね。こっちにしようか。
Why would she hide the fact from you?
Betty knew I didn't approve of her behaviour. Her flirting was spoiling any chance she might have had.
Tell me, mademoiselle, what did you talk about with your sister?
Silly things.
新しいド
Her
レス
new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother bought her a brand new pair.
あ、これな
The
んか聞
day
いた
it
な。
happened, she was crying. And to think that Betty never even
ま
wore
だ履いて
them.
ないのに新しいの買ったのにつって。
Your sister used to sing, I believe. Did she ever perform in public?
She dreamt about it, but she had a very bad cough. It troubled her greatly. She had to cancel auditions and miss lots of opportunities. A pity.
Yes, she sang well, but that doesn't tell us much about the murderer.
Qui sait? In any case, we now
don't
have
know.
enough information to draw up a relatively precise psychological profile. Let
そう
us
な
now try and get our brain cells to work.
ああ、はい。あ、キラー、キラーっていうか犯人か。犯人は知性が高いかどうか。これは気前とかじゃない。これじゃないの？違う。これか。知性は高い。まあ、計画的だもんね。自信家かどうか。自信家かどうか。これ、違うのか。これ違う。これか。大胆さ。女の扱いがうまいか。あ、でもそっか。ベティ口説いてるもんな。そうだよな。列車好きか。まあそうなんじゃない。直情的かどうか。いや、違うでしょう。気前がいいか。これだな。ABC がなかったらアッシャーとフレイザーを疑っていたかもしれない。
So, ladies and gentlemen, we can now surmise without too much risk of error that our adversary is calculative, sure of himself, a seducer, of outstanding intelligence, that he has plenty of self-control, and that he likes railways. It's a good start. Other meetings may be necessary. I hope that you will be able to come back again.
Well, it's just that...
どうでしょう。
Is something bothering you, Mary?
何でしょうか。
Well, Mr. Poirot, you see, I don't know if I can come to London just like that.
遠いですか。
It's normal that people helping with this inquiry should be reimbursed. Starting with you, Miss Drower. Please allow me to pay for your train tickets.
おお、優しい。気前がいいですね。
I cannot accept.
But you must. Mademoiselle, I may not be rich, but my brother left a fortune which will be mine.
Mr. Clark, that's very generous of you.
Well, someone has to foot the bill. Mr. Poirot, would it be possible for you to come back to Devon? Lady Clark has expressed a wish to see you. We'll adjust her medicine so she'll not be too drowsy.
But of course, I shall come the day after tomorrow if it is convenient. Thank you all for coming. We will meet again soon. The meeting was most fruitful.
Really?
Hastings, I believe now we have everything we need to find a common point between the victims. Now it is time for us to use our grey matter.
だんだん迫ってんのかな、これで。
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
被害者の共通点。共通点。 みんな薬だな。みんななんか病気かかってるわ。そっちか。ああ、全員喉か。喉の病気。なるほど。
The first two victims suffered from bad throat, and that was precisely the specialty of the third victim, Dr. Clark.
We have a lead.
It would pay to take a closer look at the medical records of Dr. Clark's patients.
なるほど。
We'll do so during our next visit to Churston.
I will do it myself, mon ami. You must remain in London just in case ABC sends us another letter.
ああ、そうだね。
Very well, as you wish.
あれネジ使ってなくね？
Thank you for coming, Mr. Poirot. Lady Clark is waiting for you in her bedroom on the first floor. Please excuse me, I cannot stay for the interview. I have to take Miss Gray to the station to see our lawyer in Torquay.
あら。どうするの？なんで送るの？
Are you going on holiday, mademoiselle?
Not exactly, Mr. Poirot.
Miss Gray very kindly stayed with me to settle my brother's affairs, but naturally she prefers to find a position in London.
Ah, très bien.
I'll be absent all morning, Mr. Poirot, but the nurse is coming soon. She's to ensure that the dose of medicine doesn't make our patient drowsy.
じゃあもう自由だ。
Thank you, Mr. Clark. Have a nice trip, mademoiselle.
不倫旅行ですか？そういうこと？もうあと自由ですね。
It's closed.
開かない。まあなんかいろいろ探索を
It
し
is
ていいの
not
か
the
な？
right time.
あ、ダメなんだ。はい。
It would be rude to make Lady Clark wait.
なんだ、早く行けってか。そっかそっか。病人2階にいるんだね。お、プルプルしてる。プルプルしてる。
It would be rude to make Lady Clark wait any longer.
はい。じゃあ見ましょうか。観察をまずはしまして。
This poor woman is very ill.
ああ、もうピクピクいってる。やばいやばいやばいやばい。危ないね、これね、もうね。どうするんよ、これ。どこん薬？あ、薬か。はい、鎮痛剤。
This woman is suffering.
ああ、
She is in no state to have a conversation.
喋れねえのか。どうすんだろう、これ。一応でも、やってみる。
Mr. Poirot?
喋れんじゃん。
My respects, madame.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
看護師さんまだ来てないです。
Have you seen the nurse? She should have been here by now. Oh, I'm sorry.
The telephone in the hall is ringing.
お、看護婦が来たのか？電話？誰からの電話ですか？電話どこ？これか。
The Clark residence. Detective Hercule Poirot speaking.
How do you do, Mr. Poirot?
Oh,
I'm
come
Lady
off that.
Clark's nurse. I wanted to let you know that I won't be able to come for her injection today. Might Miss Gray be able to do it?
She has just left, but I will take care of it.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. You'll find the skeleton key to open the medicine cabinet hidden in the lion trophy.
You can count on me.
ん？違う。
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Oh, thank you kindly. Goodbye, Mr. Poirot.
これ？これの中？はい。おーい。
Here is the skeleton key. April 1925, Aceh province,
スマトラ
Sumatra.
これが
Lady Clark is in pain.
モルヒネ。薬箱どこにあるの？薬箱は一体どこじゃ？これか。
It's closed.
これかな？あ、いたいたいたいた。
Ah, Mr. Poirot. Oh, I feel better now. Thank you for your help.
ほほほ。会いに来るよう誘われたこと。あ、なんか日本語の訳が変なのか、これ。直球でいこう。
Madame, you are tired, so I will get straight to the point. What can you tell me about this business?
What business, Mr. Poirot?
あら。
No doubt. You wish to talk to me about what happened to your husband?
Ah, yes. Oh, poor Carmichael. Has the madman who killed him been caught?
Not yet, chère madame.
またです
There
よ。
was a great many people in Cheston on the day of the murder.
Indeed. People go straight to the beach. They don't come near Coomside.
So, there were no strangers around the house that day?
Who said that?
The people who live here. Your brother-in-law, Miss Gray.
Miss Gray?
嫌いなの。
Oh, I don't like her. Franklin wanted her to stay, but I insisted she should go. Immediately.
You are entitled to do so, naturally.
I'm pleased that you approve. The others have been taken in by her. But at least you can see through that self-pity act. See what she's up to. Oh.
あ、もう喋れなくなっちゃった。寝ちまったな。
She's sleeping. I must find a way to wake her up.
そっと起こす方法。起こすの？
This subject would probably be useful to me.
え、何？串？ピュッ。
She's asleep. I must find a way to wake her up gently.
はい。
She's asleep.
は？
I must find a way to wake her up gently.
え？なんで？この辺こう？あ、違うの？いやいやいやいや。ちょ待って待って待って。なんかあんのか？この辺か？ああ。またなんかギミックがあるね。あ、いた。これは？
This part appears to be working.
ああ、ここで使うのか。
I hope that Hastings will not be cross
なる
with
ほど
me.
ね。
This part appears to be working.
この部品が機能していない。戻って。これなんかできないの？なんか足りねえのかこれ。あ、これか。これをここ。はいはいはいはいはい。そうすると
This part appears to be working.
まだなんか足りないな、アイテムが。足りないのでは？そんな鍵でどうこうじゃないでしょ。
This part appears to be working. This part appears to be working.
足りないな、アイテムが。多分。アイテム足りないよな、これじゃあ。ちょっとじゃあ戻ろうか、一旦。これってできるの？ ってこれ回せないよ。部品足りないんじゃないの？なんか回せたりしないのか。
This part appears to be...
はまる。これはまるははまるけどさ、これどうするの？回せ、ちょっと待って、こうか。こう回すとどうなる？機能してない？
Does not make any sound.
音が出ない。
Does not make any sound. This part appears to be working.
やっぱこれダメだな。なんか新しいアイテムを取った方がいいんじゃないのか。やっぱいっぱいある。他にもアイテムあったんだ。なんかぴったり合うやつがありそうだな。これなんか落ちてるし。こんなところに落ちてんの。銀の串。金銀銅。金銀銅揃ったらいけるでしょ。
This couple appears to be having fun.
あれ、なんかまた別なの始まっちゃったな。クラーク教夫人。カーマイケルと一緒に。これが写真ね。クロケット。
Lady Clark and Sir Carmichael were very happy, but they did not have any children. Lady Clark and Sir Carmichael were very happy, but they did not have any children.
さっきオルゴール。オルゴールどこだった？あれ？違う。あれ？さっき俺何で起こそうとしたの？これ？あれ？違うわ。あれ？違うな。
I've finished with this subject.
あれ
？She's sleeping. I must find a way to wake her up gently.
あれ？さっきのさ、オルゴール的なやつってどこだったの？
She's I must...
あれ？あれ？さっきどうやった？
Lady Clark and Sir Carmichael were very happy,
いや、分かってる。
but they did not have any children.
これか。これな。待って、ネジ消えたんだけど。おい。
I have to put a new spring.
おい。あ、消えてねえ。ある。びっくりした。 はい。
I hope that Hastings will not be cross with me.
これどう重ねるかだよね。3。次銀だろ。
The bronze comb is preventing me from positioning this one.
ああ、邪魔ではめられない。あ、そう。どれかが正解なのか。
Does not make any sound.
これじゃねえと。でも金かじゃあ。組み合わせられる。どうからか。こうか。ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って、一旦じゃあ金入れようか。1、2、ああ、そういうことか。3、逆だったか。おちょいちょいちょいちょいちょいちょいちょい。ああ、やっとでしたよ。目覚まし。起きましたね。夫人起きましたね。
Oh, what are we talking about? Ah, yes. Thora Grey. Oh, Carmichael had great esteem for her. But for me, she was nothing but a hypocrite.
嫌いなんだね。どっちを取ればいいな。ちょっとまあ喋らせるために言ってみよ
You
う。
have seen through her. I'm so pleased.
どういうところなんだろう。
But I've convinced you.
身寄りないの？ちょっとわかんないけど。
You are very harsh. Do not forget that the girl is an orphan.
Yes. And she used the fact to get around men. Take Franklin. He's fallen for her sweet talking charms. Oh, he's a lovely boy, very plucky and sure of
だから
himself.
急に。
But so naive. Oh, when it comes to women.
これ全部間違ってんのかこれ。これどうなの？
Miss Grey did look after you very well, though.
Outwardly. But she's hiding something.
毒を盛ろう
I
とした。
think she tried to poison me.
Miss Grey? A poisoner? But everybody appears to like her.
It proves she knows what she's doing. She's manipulative and she's a liar.
A liar?
Let's see, didn't she say that on the day of the crime nobody was
誰
around
もいなかった。
poolside?
That is correct.
Well, at 11 o'clock,
誰かと
I
喋
saw
っている。
her talking to someone.
Really? And what was this man like?
An ordinary sort of man with a very plain face. Oh, I don't remember well.
Was he a gentleman?
No, he was not a gentleman.
It would be best to leave her to sleep now.
寝ちゃいましたね。
The telephone in the hall is
ま
ringing.
た電話だいて。はい。行きましょう行きましょう。電話。はい。
Hello?
Poirot, is that you? Hastings here.
Thank you for calling. Have you received a new letter from the murderer?
来たのか？
No, thank goodness. How are things in Churston?
I questioned Lady Clark, but I will not leave until I have examined everything of interest to me here. Fortunately, Franklin is absent, and I have a skeleton key.
Have you seen Thora Grey again?
Briefly. But rest assured, I intend to summon her to London soon.
She's a fascinating girl.
But secretive. I would like to ask her a few questions.
Poirot, she wouldn't hurt a fly.
Each to his own, my friend. Yours are pretty often mine old ladies that have the maladies.
Poirot, are you mocking me?
No ill intended, rest assured. À bientôt, mon ami.
捜査を開始する。いろいろあるね。なんでしょう。
I must need something to continue. This plate appears to be able to move, but something is blocking it.
ここもか。
This plate appears...
まだ何もないんじゃねえか。これは
This plate appears... This plate appears...
これダメだろ。今何もできなくない？なんかがあるのか。なんか移動したし。いけないいけない。なんだこれ。やめよう。まだできねえんじゃねえの。アイテムないよ。これじゃなくて、これ。はい。
July 1920.
アラスカ。これは収集品だよな。この辺は
Franklin appears to be very active.
猟銃とかあるからね。こっちか。テニスもやるんだ。
Franklin Clark appears to be a typical British gentleman. A good sportsman, a hunter, a traveler.
他にあるかな。
Franklin Clark appears to be a typical British gentleman. A good sportsman, a hunter, a traveler.
まさかこれこのさ書類とかはないの？ないわ。こっちがまだあるな。またギミックがあるね。さあさあさあ。これは何だ？
A Chinese symbol is engraved on this metal disc.
開ける。回るんですけど。
That's it. This character appears to be the right way round.
はあ。
The position of this character.
そういうこと？これをちゃんと打つ。
This character appears to be... I should continue to study this.
何？こういうこと？違うの？
That's it. This character appears to be the right way round.
これ思いっきり日本語なんですが。
That's it.
いや、なんか外側からやっていけばいいんだろう。はい。
That's it. This character appears to be the right way round.
何なんだろう。鎖。
The position of this character looks right to me.
そんで、そうするとどうなる？
Well, well. The characters engraved on this padlock resemble those engraved on the metal discs.
順番がどうかっていう話。順番？どう読むんだ？順番大事そうだよね。それのヒントってなくねえか。ああ、はいはいはい。あ、ここか。左、1、2、3、4か。そういうことだな。オッケーオッケーオッケー。だ、貝、鎖だな。オッケー。よいしょ。よいしょ。貝で鎖。オッケー。
At last, the cupboard is open.
オッケー、開きました。さあ、何が入っている？
The Railway Children, E. Nesbit.
Railway.
For Franklin, on Teffy's Christmas, 1910.
よいしょ。
Helmet, flask, and rifles. Franklin is very well equipped.
ああ、探検セットか。
Traveling in China, a practical guide for English travelers.
さあ、ラスト一冊。なんでしょう。
Genteel and wild, English countryside revisited.
ということは、ここも行かないといけないのか。これどうなってんだろう。鍵じゃね
This
え。
skeleton key would be very useful for opening the...
さすがに鍵は入んねえだろうから。
This plate appears to be able to move, but something is...
これわかんねえな。
This plate appears to...
何が引っかかってる？これマジでわからん。特になんか回せたりとかしないんだよ
This
な。
plate appears...
なんなんだこれ。なんかさ、動かすにもさ、ここ先な気がするんだけどな。アイテムやっぱ足りないよな。
This plate appears to be able to move. This plate appears to be able to move.
なんかどれかのプレートは開いたりしないのかな。
This plate appears...
どれか1個でも開いてくれれば。
This plate appears to be...
一瞬
This
ピラっ
plate
て
appears to...
一瞬ピラって動
This
くのは
plate
何なの？
appears... This plate appears... This plate appears... This plate appears...
ダメだな。何も動かないよ。
This plate appears to be able to move. This plate appears...
あ、ダメだ。なんで？
South Africa?
ん？
Australia?
いや、わかるわかる。それはわかる。
Brazil?
メリカ。ア
ラスカ。リビア。リビア。
いや、分かってる。
This plate appears. スマトラ。
なんかドラッグできる。なんだこれ。
The New Siberia Archipelago. Australia.
わかんねえって。なんだこれ。
I must need something to continue.
いや、アイテムいるんだろこれ。なんも出てこねえぞこれ。ないだろう。ちょっと待って、戻りたいんですけど。待って、戻れない。待って、なんで何が足りない？もうちょいちょっと一旦別の部屋行こう。もうちょいなんか探そう。
How am I going to open this trunk?
OK。これだね。何この番号はわかんないでしょう。どっかに番号書いてないのか。1927。これか？隠してあるからこれっぽいな。1927。
That does not appear to.
1927じゃ入れてみよう。19。27。いた。
Leaving the code on the trunk. What a strange character Franklin is.
本当だね。ほい。さあ、写真。何これ。なんか正しい順番に並び替えろって感じか。時計もある。これめっちゃスライドしてくるけど、なんだこれ。これ以上いかない。戻らない。5、20、7、待って戻んねえじゃんこれ。なんで？やばい。7時20分とかってこと？
So, what is this?
いたし。 最後だけでいいのか。
I should be able to open the...
OK。これでトランクを開けれる。どこ？はい。
There we are.
開きました。まだあるし。これはこっちとこっちか。お？何もないよ。何もないよ。一番下？おい。これを。
Why has Franklin put an Allen key inside his trunk? I'll borrow it for a minute.
ここはどうやって開けるの？こうか。違うの？これどうやって開けるのこれ。あ、普通に開いたわ。酒。
Whiskey and other good quality drinks. Mr. Clark really has refined tastes. Whiskey and other good quality.
これで一旦終わりか？まだ開いてなくねえか、ここの上が。これが、これか。何これ？ちょっと。はい？どこ開いた？わからないよ。これ変形。
An Allen key. It can be used in 5 positions.
はい、丸。三角を使いたいです。三角使いたい。これ使いたい。これじゃなくてさ。
An Allen key. It can be used in 5 positions.
これ。なんで？違う。あ、こうやってやるのか。これです。はい。これで開いて、まだある。これまたアレンキーを使うと。
An Allen key.
これ
It
かな？
can be used in...
これでいいかな？丸。これかな？はい。
Another screw.
ネジ。で、こっち。これも丸でいいな。これで開くんじゃないの？
This engraving is not very easy to understand. I need to sort it out. It is blocked. Reconstructing the engraving may release it.
先にこっちか。さあ、これは何だろう。なんだこれは。真ん中。何を表してるこれ。
It is blocked.
はえ？ここは真ん中は動かない。なんで外側めっちゃ動いちゃうじゃん。あとこれしたいの。これしたいけど無理じゃん。待って、これ何の形これ。何の形だこれ。何になるこれ。これとこれが一緒に動く時点でさ、綺麗に地図になる。いやもうそう。何の地図じゃ。何の地図だ。イギリスとかその辺ってこと？あ、そう。なんかここここは2つ動く。こっちは2個動く。こっちで触ると真ん中も動く。これ合わさんねえぞ。ずれるよ。ずれるな。なんかさ、こういう感じでさ、ぽいじゃん。ぽいな。なんかもうちょいだな。動き方？外側は一番外側と3番目。1、2、3、4、5。5本あって、1と3が連動。2はそのまま。3は、5と連動。4は4触ると2が動く。5は4と動く。だってそうすると1、3、2は単体、3は5で、4、2、5、4だから、単体で動かせるの2番だけだな。まあでもなんかこれっぽいんだよな。向き的に。真ん中は動かせないから、 ちょい臭いよな。なんかもうちょいだな。こんな感じだろ。もうちょいだな。
It is blocked.
なんかそれっぽい形にはなってきたな。5がさ、単体で5、こうか。こうして、こうして、13だから、13一緒に動いて困るんだよな、結構。一生繋がらないんだけど、これ。ずーっと追いかけっこなんだけど。無理じゃねこれ。なんだこれ。どうやってやんだ。わかんねえぞ。1、3、2単体、3、5、4、2、5、4。1単体で動かすの無理なの。3動かせば5が動くけど1は動かないから合わせられる。ああ、なるほど。そういうこと。むずっ。待って。中心から合わせんのか。どうやって合わせんだこれマジで。真ん中これっぽいよな。これっぽいよな。さあ、ここだな。これだな。あと1番だけだな。とりあえず1と3をちゃんと合わせろと。1と3をとりあえず合わせる。この辺 こうしちゃうと、あと何が足らん？こうしてどうせ動くから別の部品と正しい位置に合わせた方がいい。じゃあ今13をじゃあ揃いました。今じゃあ13揃いました。そしたら次に合わせなきゃいけないのは 42？ 42を合わせればいい。こんぐらいか。
Franklin must really love his country to have an engraving in his trunk.
できた。
I think I heard the panel above release.
これめっちゃ難しいじゃん。今なんつった今。何にも見てなかったんだけど。
A signet ring? A signet ring with a code written on it. 1587. It may be useful to me.
1587です。1587とは。めちゃめちゃ調べるとこあるじゃん。大変じゃない？
I see some papers that were not there the first time I visited.
あれ、本当だ、新しいやつある。
Valuers report property. Building land located in Comside, Churston Client, Sir Carmichael Clark, April 15, 1935, Court and Brunskill Office. はいはいはいはい。ないないな。 Court and Brunskill. The name is familiar. Is that not the name of the firm Donald Fraser works for?
そんなんだったっけ？なんでしょう。また
Ernest Logan, MD Brighton Concert. Lady Clark, your wife.
見たよ。
I estimate that Lady Clark.
見た。
These daggers. Order and method above all. The door.
鍵なんてこんなのピョって開けちゃえばいいのよ。
This unit contains the medical records for Sir Carmichael Clark's patient.
はい、調べましょう。
No test on the records from A to D. They've been handled recently. No known names. Disappointing. Lots of dust. The records from E to Z have not been touched for years. No known names. Disappointing.
何もわかんねえんかい。手がかりなし。
Sir Carmichael's
そしたらこの辺は
Comside's private collection. Purchases since 1920. The catalogue for Sir Carmichael.
なんだろう。リスト。別に見れないか。
There are some very.
これは？これ何？地図。
Traditional Chinese map. Facsimile. South is on the top of the map.
こっちが南？ なんだろう。レンゲ、あれこれ何
Compass, point to the south. Bronze and magnetite, Han Dynasty, circa 210 BC, purchased in Hong Kong 1935.
はい。この辺か。さあ、竜。何これ。A
dark dragon for a bright-haired maid. C.
もう一回。何
A dark dragon for a bright-haired maid.
黒竜を C。ABC って振ってあるんだけど。何これ。
Attention, Franklin. Task
やる
list.
ことリスト。
A. Ordering Lady Clark remedies.
治
Done.
療の手配。
B. Tidying up
不動
real
産
estate
の書類
property
整
files.
理。
Done.
目
C.
録につ
Calling
い
the lawyer
て
about
弁護士に
inventory.
電話。
Done. D. Update the tenant farmer list.
放射能メイド
Done.
の更新。
E. Update land rent
期待予
accounting.
兆の更
Done.
新。
F. Ordering a restock
始
of
祖の
arsenic.
補充。
Done. P.S. I have left on the living room table some of my things I don't want to keep.
今のテーブル
The
に置いて
locket
ま
and the
す。
dagger. I
な
am
ぜか
sure you
わ
know
かる
why.
でしょう。そうだ。
Thora.
どういうこと？これまあ、
I've already seen similar dagger.
さっきの入ってたやつな。さあ、
Order and method.
まだあるよな。待って、この家はまだあってほしいな。手がかりめっちゃ多いぞ。薬だよな。違うのか。
Miss Thoragray, Comside, Justin, Devon. Arsenic trioxide thallium.
タリウム。それ、
The Black Dragon's curse.
呪い。
To Franklin, who will never grow up. January 25, 1928. Car Charlotte.
黒竜ってなんだ？
I am not going to leave Comside now.
今アイテム何がある？
A signet ring bearing the Clark's family's coat.
1587だったよね。あとなんか数字入れるようなとこってあったか？もうなくない？調べるところ。いや、終わりじゃねえの？ないぞ。ないないないないない。ああ。こんぐらい？上の本棚？いや、もうここ終わった終わった終わった終わった。 かしい。あとこれなんだよな。これだよな。問題はこれだよな。
A signet ring bearing the...
いや、数字をさ、これ使えないでしょ、絶対。入るんかい。
plates around the picture appear
入
to
る
have
ん
been
か
locked.
い。
I think I've already seen these symbols on Franklin's trophies.
フランクリンのトロフィー。何これ。わかんないよ。フランクリンのトロフィーで見た。見てない。覚えてない。ちょっと待って。わかんない。もう一回やり直そう。トロフィーってなんだ？さっき何をやった？なんつった今。違うよな。
The railway children.
あれ
Franklin Clark appears to be a typical British gentleman. A good sportsman, a hunter, a traveler.
いや、これはそうなんだけど、これもう行くしかないか。
The plates around the picture appear to have unlocked. I think I've already seen these symbols on Franklin's trophies.
フランクリンのトロフィー。フランクリンのトロフィーってなんだ？どこだ？どこで見たやつだ？でもいやでもなんか動かさないやつもあんだろうな。
The Lion of Sumatra.
何の話これ意味わかんね
え。Alaska.
なんだこれは。
The Alaskan Kodiak Bear.
何を言ってるのこの人は。
Australia.
オーストラリアはオーストラリアはカンガルーじゃろがい。
Australia.
違うのか。
Australia. South Africa.
あ 何足跡って。スマトラトラ。
The New Siberia Archipelago. The African kudu.
わからん。ああ、マークは足跡。そうなのかな。これがあって、これがあって、とりあえず上の列と下の列合わせてみようか、じゃあ。違う。もう動かなくなってるのあるな。動くやつと動かないやつがあるな。
South Africa? Australia?
オーストラリアはさ、なんだ？ここ動かない、ここ動かない。全体を見て。
Sumatra? South Africa?
これ動かない。これ動く。これ動かない。動く。動く。動く。
I heard the sound of a mechanism.
何にもわからない。
Strange way of protecting one's safe. Triangulating one's hunting sites on a map.
どうやってクリアしたん今。
A signet ring bearing the Clark's family's coat of arms.
これだよね、多分番号。
A number is written on it.
1587だっけ多分。1587。
These documents are very likely going to help me for the rest of the inquiry.
よし。
A dozen gold sovereigns, some shares for the Southern Railway and some treasury bills. This is not worth much, hardly enough to justify your robbery. A dozen...
あ、間違えた。
Eton College School Year, 1912-1913. Franklin Clark. School report for Franklin Clark. According to his teachers, Franklin was a good student, lacked discipline. Sir Carmichael Clark, Campsite Churchton, Devon, to Mr. Franklin Clark, Peninsula Hotel, Salisbury Road, Tsimsha Kowloon, Hong Kong. Campsite, 1935, January the 12th. Dear Franklin, first, I wish you a good start to a successful new year. I have received your letter dated December 10th. Thanks for defending my interest against Wang, this robber. Things could have got pretty bad if you weren't a real cold-blooded guy. I envy you for that. Things go on here much as usual. Charlotte is moderately free from pain. I wish one could say more. You may remember Thora Gray. She is a dear girl and a greater comfort to me that I can tell you. I should not have known what to do through this bad time but for her. She has an exquisite taste and shares my passion for Chinese art. Your daughter could be a closer or more sympathetic companion. Life has been difficult, But I am glad to feel that here she has a home and true affection. You wrote me you want to stay in China for 1 more year or even longer. I don't object. The longer you stay, the more opportunities you will have to increase our collection. Nonetheless, you should know that we miss you here, and that Charlotte will be gone by the time you come back. I am, dear Franklin, your truly affectionate brother. Charlotte Clark, Comside, Churston, Devon, to Mr. Franklin Clark, Peninsula Hotel, Salisbury Road, Chim Sha Tsui, Kowloon, Hong Kong, Comside, 1935, January 1st. I wish you with all my heart a happy year 1935. Writing my greeting cards, I have affectionate thoughts for you. Always smiling as a child, sailing to distant countries and bringing back to us trunks full of wonder. At home, everything annoys me, starting with this young Thora Sir Carmichael is so fond of. I have nobody to share my feelings with, so I write to you. How can I tell you what happens to me? The simplest way the better. I am doomed. I still have 1 year to live, no more. How do I know? I opened the secret drawer of Carmichael and read a letter not addressed to me. In this letter, Dr. Logan tells my husband in the most direct way the truth he conceals from me. Sir, I know. But my husband doesn't know I know. Please don't tell him. And if he shares the truth with you, act as you are surprised. Carl will probably speak in his usual convoluted way, but I wanted to be the first to announce it to you. It does matter to me that you are aware of what happens in Comside. Warm regards, Charlotte.
ということで、屋敷の周囲を捜査する。じゃあ外に出ましょうか。
I am not going to leave Comside.
あれ？こっちか。こっちか。
Where is the horrible smell of carrion coming from?
そんな匂いきついの？なんで
？Something makes me feel...
なんでしょう。こっちはなんもねえな。こっちかじゃあ、下か。ちょろちょろちょろちょろ水が流れる音がしますね。噴水か。これが臭いのか。出ていくのここ。
This wisteria is in full bloom.
なんでこの迷路みたいになって調べられるところは地形かな。こっちかな。こっちに来たのかな。真ん中でもさ、これ出てんだけど調べてくんね。明らかになんか匂い出てそうなんだけど、なんで調べてくれないの。どこ行くんだい。どこ行くんだい。もういいわ。じゃあもう行かない行かない。こっち行こう。じゃあ出てきちゃった。なんかあるな。すごっ。断崖絶壁じゃん。
May you have peace, Carmichael.
ああ、もう建ててあるんだ。あれ、ここもうないじゃん。
Where is the horrible smell of carrion coming from?
これでしょ。これでしょうが。これでしょ。これでしょ。
This fountain makes a very relaxing sound.
違うの？ちょっと待って。ここだけカメラのアングルが違うのはなんでだ？
This wisteria is in full bloom. This wisteria is in full bloom.
なんでだ？操作はしたいんだが、どこだ？匂いの元はどこじゃ？なんかさ、だってさ、絶対さ、なんかさ、こんなのさ、マークつくじゃん。つくはずじゃね？
This wisteria.
なぜだ？これ？何これ？あったあったあったあったあった。
I would like to congratulate Clark's gardener. What symmetry!
シンメトリー。そういうことじゃないんだよな。なんかあったぞ。
Brown pellets. Revolting. Brown revolt. Tut. The gardener does not follow the alignment. There, that's better. It is. There, that.
他は？これか？
Clark's greenhouse. It must hold some rare plants.
温室。温室入れないの？入れない。待て。こっちはいける？まあいけないでしょうね。こっちもいけないね。あれ？やばい。これがわからん。どこだ？このマップ上に存在する？ちゃんと。近くに行かないと出ないのかな、これ。
It was probably the gardener who lit this fire. Look here. I wonder if someone wanted to get rid of these papers. This subject would probably be useful to me.
役に立つの。
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
おお、始まった。なぜコームサイドに私物を置いていったのか。私物？なぜか。 なんだろう。ちょっと総当たりにしちゃってますね。手紙と、探検の話か。窃盗してたの？
Everything that Thorgray has left behind comes from Sir Carmichael's collection. He most probably gave them to her, but he chose to leave them here rather than run the risk of being accused of theft. It is understandable when you know just how much Lady Clark mistrusted her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
毒を持ったのか。ネズミいるしな。さこれか。はいはいはい。毒殺をしようとしてたわけじゃないと。
Thorgray had no reason to kill someone who only had few months left to live. The poison she ordered was for rats. The gardener must have made good use of it, considering the stinking remains on the path, not far from the property. I've finished here. I must put the skeleton key back and inform Hastings that I'm returning to London.
お、これロンドンに帰ると。帰りましょうじゃあ。ロンドンへ帰りましょう。よいしょ。マスターキーを戻す。その前に物色した後も戻した方がいいと思うけどね。マスターキーを戻しましょう。これなんだっけ。
If someone has tried to get rid of...
後でね、検証するんでしょう。おそらく。ピッて。え、戻さないの？マスターキー戻さないの？
Perfect. Nothing else is keep...
はい。口の中じゃなかったね。よし。
I am not going to leave Comside now. I still have some things to do.
え、なんで？帰ろうよ。ああ、電話か。はいはい、電話しましょう。
Hello, Hastings. I have finished in Shurston. I will take the first train. Tell me, do you know how to restore writing on a burnt document?
Yes, you just have to soak a cloth with a hydrochloric acid solution and rub the sheet of paper. Then the characters appear.
Bien. You have been of great assistance, Hastings. Could you please order the solution as soon as possible?
Of course, but what documents do you want to read?
You will see, my friend. À ce soir.
ほい。帰りましょう、ロンドンに。
Donald Fraser is here. He insisted on waiting to see you.
なるほど。さあどうした？いや、喋れや。喋れや。喋れや。ほら。
Mon ami, it is a pleasure to be working with you again. I have missed you this past few years.
なんだここ数年って。
Ah, some cool air.
涼しいじゃなくてさ、こうやって座っちゃえばいいのか。 座っちゃダメじゃねえか。なんだ。早く喋ろうぜ。こっち。ちょっと待って。観察。まずは観察。
This man is tired.
ずっと疲れてんな、こいつ。クマがあります。ヒゲも。ヒゲ見せてください。武将ヒゲです。あとはどここの辺か。ネクタイ。シワシワの服。はい。
Donald is short of sleep, and it looks as if he didn't even bother to undress before going to bed.
ちゃんと寝ないとね。さあ、お話ししましょ
う。Mr. Poirot, I don't know why I'm here.
知らねえよ。お前が来たんだよ。お前が来たんだろうが。
You wanted to talk, and you came to find the only man capable of hearing you.
Mr. Poirot, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do.
寝れてない。
I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
頑張ってくれ。
Have a drink and tell me about this dream.
そう、落ち着いてくれ。落ち着いて話してくれ。
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her round the throat and I squeeze and squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back. And I see that it's no longer Betty. It's Megan's face.
Have you seen Megan Barnard recently?
Yes, our grief has brought us together. I never really knew her before. She's really quite a remarkable girl. But I would never tell her about my dream.
Why not? Is it her you are attacking in your dream?
No, it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it's Megan's face that appears in its place.
Very interesting. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
どう解釈するべきだろうか。ベティは、そうだな。暴力的。罪悪。こう。OK。
Mr. Fraser, I think that the real meaning of this dream is that you are in love with Megan Barnard.
Please go on. Do.
This dream certainly betrays your guilt.
Oh.
But what do you feel guilty about? Having killed your fiancée? Possible. Or forgetting her very quickly for her sister? Certainly. And this forgetting is perceived as a second death.
So you don't really think I was the one who killed Betty?
I do not exclude this theory. I am simply saying that I do not need to know that fact to explain your dream and your guilt.
Thank you for being frank, Mr. Poirot. You've helped me a great deal. I'm going back to Bexhill. I'll not take any more of your time up.
It is late, Mr. Fraser, and you are tired.
I'll sleep on the train. I like trains. It's easy to sleep rocked by the sound of the wheels.
Poor boy, he seems completely lost.
Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him. Oh, I remember. Did you order the product I needed?
Yes, we'll be receiving it tomorrow.
Bien, it is late, and I asked Miss Gray to come tomorrow morning. I have a few questions I wish to ask her.
復元用のやつか。
Mademoiselle, I asked you here in order to answer a very important question.
さあ、何でしょう。これは違う。これか。これだな。
Am I right
誰かと
in
話してたっ
thinking
て。
you said that you did not speak to anyone on the day Sir Carmichael was murdered?
It's the absolute truth.
Yet, Lady Clark maintained that she saw you talking to a stranger on the front doorstep.
Really? She must have been mistaken. Oh, I remember now. I'd forgotten all about it, but it wasn't important. It was just a salesman. One of those traders who sell stockings from door to door.
Can you describe him to me?
Medium size? Glasses, dark suit, and a felt hat. Not the sort of man you notice. Completely harmless. That's why I forgot all about him.
Nothing else?
He was very hesitant and shy. Usually door-to-door salesmen are very confident, but he wasn't.
You also forgot to tell me that you had been fired.
You never asked me. It was Franklin who led you to believe that I left voluntarily. He's more chivalrous than you. I don't wish to lie. Lady Clark did not appreciate my presence. And Franklin could not go against the wishes of a sick lady. He is a good man. And he worries a great deal about his sister-in-law.
I noticed that you left some personal belongings behind at Churston.
どうするんどれだこれ
Are you planning on returning to Churston?
Who knows what the future holds?
Yeah. I must ask you one last question. Please reply frankly with either yes or no. If Lady Clark had died, would you have agreed to marry Sir Carmichael if he'd asked you?
How dare you ask such a question? Sir Carmichael treated me just like his daughter. And all that I ever felt him was affection and gratitude, nothing else.
まあ言うだけはね。
Thank you, mademoiselle. I will not keep you any longer.
I met Thora Gray on the stairs. Her cheeks were ablaze, and she appeared to be deeply
また
hurt.
ミスったかな選
Poirot,
択
have
肢
you offended the poor girl again? Do you have good reasons for accusing her?
I accused her of nothing, Hastings. I simply asked her an important question she did not answer. Let us see if we can answer it for her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
やってくれますか未解決の疑問ソーラは結婚したか感じているちょっと待って送っている違うのどれだ結婚していたか違うのかフランクリンじゃないかフランいや違うんだよね間違えたこうか難しいなちょっと待って なんだこれは。どれだ。いや、なさそうなんだけどな。どれだ。あ、そうなの。
You must know how to read between the lines,
行
Hastings.
間
When Sir
難しすぎ
Carmichael
ない？
refers to paternal affection, he's lying to himself. Read this engraving on the brooch. A dark dragon for an angel with glossy
はい
hair.
はいはいはい。
These are the words of a lover, not a father. Lady Clark was not wrong.
なるほど。
What if Sir Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary? That doesn't mean that she forced him to do so.
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she's calculating. Just look how she avoided it when asked if she would have married Clark.
I see. You think she seduced Sir Carmichael for her own gain, and that now she is doing the same with his brother. Poirot, your world is a very dark place.
なるほど。
Do not get carried away, mon ami. We have another more important matter to settle.
Really?
Yes, would you believe that Miss Grey taught me something new?
新しい事実。
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
知見同士に別の共通点。ストッキング。ストッキング。
It's perfectly clear, Hastings. Perfectly clear. Indeed, a stalking seller visited Andover, Bexhill, and Churston on the day of each murder. We have our suspect. This should be of interest to Job.
なるほど。ジャップ警部。
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stalking salesman.
I see you have a suspect.
Yes. Contact all the stocking wholesalers who may employ him.
難しいね、でもそれでも。
Suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
Oh.
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
チェルトナム。
You shouldn't travel today. You don't look very well.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
Can you get the post, Hastings?
郵便物。
And why don't you go and get it yourself?
とうと
Très bien. What's going on?
う最後じゃない
I've
の？
never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
なんかあったのか？うん。なんで怒ってんの？はい。出
Poor
た。
Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We've a long way to go still.
ドンカスタ
Typewriter?
ー。
No, that comes later. Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th. So long. ABC.
いや、
I
ABC で
should
終わりでし
compare
ょ？
this letter with the one on my desk which I received earlier to see if it does indeed come from the same person.
いや、もう、それは一緒だよ。もう大体一緒じゃん。比べる これかな。ほい。
Let us examine this more closely.
はい。どれだっけ。
Certain characters in the two letters.
はい。
Yes, this I is weird.
A.
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual.
こっちだ。
That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects.
あとなんだっけ。
I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
I じゃなかった。
Yes, this I is weird.
これと I。
Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same
まだあったっ
defects.
け。
I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
W か。W だな。
The W is not printed properly.
この辺の。
Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter.
はい。
Hastings, he strikes tomorrow.
明日。間に合うの？
Chief Inspector Japp?
He's on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC strikes tomorrow in Doncaster. He must call me back.
Very well, sir.
さあ
Bien,
D まで
now
あ
I'm
るん
going
だ
to。see what I can find from these burnt documents. I've received the product I need. Hastings, if you do not mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Yes, yes.
なんで怒ってんの？どうやって解読すんの？どれ？
Royal...
これ別にいらないやつだな。
Yes, and it is it. On the one hand, the ratio of towns, cities, and villages in England with a name starting with D, and on the other hand, the ratio of English people with a name also starting with D.
とりあえず
After this initial calculation, it is easy to deduce the likelihood of actually being murdered if you belong to the target population. Go to the last page to find our results and details on the calculations. Daily Blag, August 31, 1935.
またも失敗。
Moustache at half-mast. Poirot's repeated failure in ABC
あ、
case.
これで怒ってんのかな。
Sometimes small things trouble great men. Hastings, faithful collaborator of the Belgian detective, knows something about it. 3 mornings in a row, he confided to us, the cook broke the egg yolks when preparing Poirot's breakfast. This apparently casual event has greatly disturbed my friend, to the point it breaks his concentration and slows his judgment. I also noticed his mustache, of which he is so proud, being duller than usual.
Poirot, I assure you I haven't said any such thing to the journalists. They twist
なる
everything.
ほど。まあまあまあ。解読するにはどうやってやるんだ？これか？
So, how are you getting on? I'm ready to take notes.
どうやって解読するん？違う違う違う、これじゃない。解読するんだけど、どこでやるの？ここか？これか？
I've finished.
調べ終わっ
I do not need. I've finished.
た。どうやって調べるん？
Poor Mr. Poirot. If someone has tried to get rid of this dope,
いや、分かってる分かってる。これ何？これやるんでしょ今から。これか？
now down to work.
ああ、ここでやるのね。
All of this needs putting in order a little.
難しいね。これをどう並べるの？パズル始まった。これこれ何をしたらいいの？何
？This page is child's play.
こうか。
This page is finished.
あ、はいはいはい。
That's done. 3 more to go.
3枚。はい。まあこんな感じか。
This does not look too difficult.
OK。
This page is finished.
こんなんで読めるのか？
And that's 2 done. It's easy.
そうだね。思ったより難しくないね。角っこからいきましょうか。これとこうして。
It's so simple.
本当だね。簡単だね。はい。
This page is finished.
よしよし、最後。
Only one more. Keep going.
Let's go. あ、間違えた。どんな感じ？あ、これむずいかもしれない。これじゃないの？からのこうか。違う。こうからのこう。
This page is finished. All the pages are reconstructed.
できたね。それどうやってんの？これ？
A bottle of solvent. A dry cloth. A dry cloth.
Huh?
A dry cloth. A bottle of solvent.
Nanzo.
If someone has tried to get rid of this.
待て。やり方を教えろ。
A dry cloth.
これをこうじゃないの
？All the pages are reconstructed.
いや、頼むよ。
A bottle of solvent.
ボトルはいいんだけどさ。使ってくれる？どうやって使うの？ああ、できる。はい。
The cloth is now soaked with solvent.
はい。そしたら、これをこうでしょ？すると
Got it! Make a note, Hastings. Make a note. Mrs. Alisasha, shop owner in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
I got it.
カルテかなんかかな。
Poirot, where on earth did you find these files?
On a fire at the bottom of the garden at Comside.
All right, but where did the person who burned them find them?
どこだろう。書類を読みましょうか。
Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Andover.
はい。
Tracheitis, hemoptysis, chronic cough with loss of blood. Prescribed laudanum-based cough medicine.
はい。
Betty Barnard,
Betty
waitress in
Barnard.
Bexhill. Chronic bronchitis causing dysphonia. Advised to stop smoking.
はい。
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
パールと。
While wounded, mustard gas and head trauma. Pulmonary emphysema. Hemoptysis. Coughing fits with blood. Suffers from absences and amnesia. Dick Dudley Dunbar, owner of the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster. asthmatic, heart disease, heart condition.
こいつだ。
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
もう答えが出たじゃん。どこから来たのか。違う。これか。医療記録から抜き取られたもの。はい。
The burned documents are medical records, and without a doubt, they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because all the patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C, or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the two victims appear on them? And who are the two other patients?
These are very good questions.
さあ、警部だな。
Hello, Poirot.
Any news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady, who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes, Alexander Bonaparte Cust. How did you guess? Poirot,
ABC
you have magical powers. It's a serious lead. I called Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but after that, nobody knows where he went.
ドンカスターのブラックスワン。
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
What? How do you know he's there?
Trust me, Chief Inspector.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
任せていいでしょう。
Do your best, Jap.
You can count on me.
Hastings, everything is at stake. With a little luck, our main suspect will soon be under lock and key.
さあ、これでもう。
So has Cust been arrested?
Yes, the Doncaster police are sending him by train.
捕まった。
That is good news. But why so gloomy, Chief Inspector?
Well, when I told the hotel owner that he was sheltering a murderer, he collapsed.
He's dead?
No, fortunately, but it has taken its toll on him. It has to be said that with his name starting with the letter D, he had every reason to fear Cust.
任せるんじゃなかったよ、警部。
Be the next victim.
Come now, Chief Inspector. He's at the hospital and the doctors are taking good care of him.
大丈夫、大丈夫。
You think so?
Of course. Do not feel down, Chief Inspector. Let us focus on our investigation.
While we're waiting to question Cust, we could search his room in London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury Guest House.
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cust's
先にやっててくれ
transfer.
と。
I understand. À bientôt. Hastings, we are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our number one suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
The dentist. So that is why you were so nervous.
こっちだったの理由。
A visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
But an unavoidable one. Go to your appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own.
そうそうそう。歯医者は言っときなさい。さあ、
To Marbury Guest House, please.
これでチャプター3が終わりかな？そんな気がする。そんな気がするのだけれども。あ、もうなんか結構始まってるわ。OK。じゃあ今日この辺かな。 次最終回かな。ちょっと今日は一旦終わり。お疲れした。ほい。セーブねえよな。大丈夫だったよな。あ、81%ね。はい。うん、次で終わるだろう。お疲れした。よいしょ。